Hey everybody, today we are going to work with you to show you how to back up all of the files that are important to you to Google Drive. Once backed up to Google Drive, you can actually start using Google Drive as your primary drive. That way you don't have to worry if your computer crashes, and you will also be able to access documents from any device. The other great thing with using Google Drive is it allows you to use Microsoft Documents natively in Microsoft Apps, which is huge because I know whenever you go from like a Google Sheet, for example, to an Excel spreadsheet, it changes the formatting. So we'll show you how to do that once it's backed up to the cloud in Google Drive. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find Google Drive and sign in if you're not. So you just type in Google. It'll start to pop up. You'll see Google Drive here. It'll pop up to this screen. You want to go ahead and get started. You want to sign in. When you hit the sign in button, it's going to actually pop up a window. You'll select your account. It's like, are you sure? This is the one. You're good. It's successful. You'll notice Drive is now signing in. It'll pop up down here in your system tray showing that it's loading all of your files. That means you're good to go. You just come over to the start menu now, and if you go to this PC, you'll notice you now have Google Drive. So it's like a local drive on your computer. It actually looks like you're saving it to your computer, so it makes it a lot easier. But I'll show you kind of the ins and outs of how to do a few things. So the first thing you'd want to do is we're going to back up. In my case, we'll do my documents. So we'll come to Google Drive. I'm going to, of course, go to my drive, and here's all the stuff that I currently have in it. But I want to add a folder called Documents. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of move this over, come back to this PC again, and I'm going to go into the My Documents folder right here. And so this is what's in my Documents folder. I'm going to want to go ahead and copy that into the Google Drive Documents folder that I just created. So I'm just going to open this up. You literally can just grab everything that's in your Documents folder. I would advise going through documents, pictures, videos, whatever it is, and cleaning everything up because there is a limited amount of space, and we'll share that with you in an email later. But once these are highlighted, it's as easy as copy and pasting like you would anything else on your computer. You can just copy. I'm going to paste into my Google Drive. Now everything is being transmitted up into Google Drive, so I would be able to see it through the web interface. But what I'm going to show you is, once it gets done, how to open Microsoft Documents through Google Drive where they actually open in the correct app. So while this is copying, we'll just let that happen. At this point, you could go back up under My Drive and you could add more things like pictures, videos, whatever else it is that you would want to add into Google Drive as your backup. Again, moving forward, I would just start to do everything through Google Drive. That way it isn't on your local computer, and if something crashes or happens, you won't have to stress about it. But while that's copying everything over, I actually have a document down here that we can use. If you'll notice this one right here, it's a spreadsheet through the Office suite, through Excel. Now normally, if you're on the web and you were to click this, it would actually open in a G sheet and change a lot of formatting. Same thing with PowerPoint and Word. So I'm just using an Excel spreadsheet as an example. So what you do is you just come down here, and instead of just double clicking it, you right click, and you're going to want to hit Open With. This now gives you the option what you want to open it with. Of course, if I click Always Open This App, it should open in Excel moving forward. But if you notice, when I do it, it's not going to open it in a Google Sheet. It's actually going to open it in an Excel document. Now I'm actually working in Excel. You can notice I can make whatever changes I want, blah, blah, blah. If I hit save and close, it's automatically going to update in the cloud through my Google Drive here. When I go to right click, I hit open with Excel. Boom. When it opens, you can see it saved the changes I made. So that's how you get around using Excel products or Office products instead of the Google products, if that's what you truly want to use. Now, if you clicked on it and you didn't mind it being a G Sheet, great, but otherwise it will open it. The other thing is, the first time you go to save something, it might be a little weird because it's used to saving it in documents in different places. So let's go ahead and open a PowerPoint presentation. You open PowerPoint, we're just going to click whatever. We're going to create it. So now, if I hit save, it's going to want to save it into my documents, which is where everything typically goes. But this time, we're actually going to want to do a save as, and then we're going to come down here to browse. When you do, it's going to pull up your system. Of course, now you would just go to Google Drive, My Drive, and we would go to this documents. We would rename it. I'm just going to go with basic presentation, save it. It's now saved into the cloud. When I come down here and I go to documents, there it is. I want to edit it. Instead of just double clicking it, I'm going to right click, hit open with. Like I said, you can click on that and it should open that way, but I've always gotten in a habit of always right clicking and hit open with. I'm going to do PowerPoint, and if you'll notice, it launched PowerPoint instead of Google Slides. So that's the workaround for that problem. I think that was the big hesitation for a lot of people using Google Drive. But that's the basics of how to drag and drop into Google Drive, and it basically will act like it's a local drive on your computer. Hopefully that makes it a little easier for people to back up stuff to the cloud and quit storing locally where they're at risk of losing their files, and also whatever's on your local computer won't be available in the cloud. This should be a win-win for everybody. If you have any questions, though, about how to do it, and you would really like to move into the cloud and start using that exclusively, just put in a ticket, and one of the tech guys would be glad to help you out.